Hello, it's me. So it's nice to see you. Thanks for watching. This is my very first YouTube video, and it's my first podcast in a couple months. I have been wanting to do this for a while, and finally now I'm making it happen. There's so much going on. So I saw so many things. I saw A Quiet Place 2. You guys should watch that one. It's really good, and it's out in theaters now. Don't watch it if you have not seen the first one. I love both of those movies. I saw, what was the other one? Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, Black Widow, of course. That's a big one. I mean, I didn't forget it. I have an order here, and I'm kind of just winging it. This is a very guerrilla episode premiere introduction. And Black Widow was really good. You should see that one too. That one just came out. It was so great to just like be able to go to the theater and not have my mask, and it just felt like old times. It was amazing. So if you are not afraid to go in public and you're vaccinated or whatever, go to the movies. If you enjoy going to the movies, it's so much fun. I love it. That's what I'm here to do and talk about. Not in theaters. Can you see Chico? Chico's right here. He just came. I've been watching Loki. That is every Wednesday. So I just got caught up on all of that to keep it in the Marvel family. Big Brother premiered. And I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but in the background, I'm watching Survivor Millennials versus Gen X to keep up with the Rob countdown. So A Quiet Place 2 was so good. And it's like a really good movie. I was thinking about it, and it's just like, I'm thinking, this is a really good horror movie. But it's not just a horror movie. And I don't know how big of a hand John Krasinski had a part in it. I know he wrote or directed, or maybe just directed. I don't know how much of a driving force he was behind what the movie is. I feel like he had to be a huge part of it because he had a little introduction in the beginning of the movie talking about how happy he was to have people come and see the movie out in theaters. And that was the movie was supposed to come out 2020, in March, and that was one of the first movies where they're just no. But it's not just a horror movie. That's what I love about it. Really, I thought about this at its core. It's just about a family that loves each other, and it's just very real in that way. It's very relatable. They do a really great job of just showing these people, this family as they are, and how it just so happens that they handle this alien invasion with these crazy monsters. So there's that element to it, but it's just so good. I love it. I love it. I really recommend both of those movies. Watch the first one first and then go see the second one, or wait for the second one to come out. Whatever. I highly recommend those movies. They're really good, and they're good together like that. They really complement each other. Black Widow I loved, and I was bummed because after I've only seen it once. I want to go see it at least 2 or 3 more times, to be honest, because I have the AMC A-lister pass where you pay $20 a month and you can see 3 movies a week, 12 movies a month. It's a really good deal. And they have it in all these formats. At my AMC, they're showing Black Widow in 3D, in normal digital. They're showing in IMAX. And then they have it in that Dolby surround sound thing. And I went to the 3D showing, and as I'm watching the movie, I'm okay, well, where's the 3D? Is this 3D? Is this 3D? Are they not showing it? And they've done that before. They did that with Infinity War. I think it was also supposed to be 3D, and they didn't do it. This time, though, they had someone waiting, and they gave out us a little pass where they're okay, it wasn't 3D. come back and you can watch a movie. So it was still a good movie. I loved it. I don't know if I was the only one that kept my 3D glasses on thinking it was 3D, but whatever. No, yeah, so after I watched it, I read a review, and some people were a little down on the movie. I get it. There are other critics. I loved it. It's not just because I'm a Marvel fanboy. Okay, specifically, one thing they critiqued them on, they said the stakes weren't high enough. And I mean, I get it. It's not the end of the universe, like in Infinity War or Endgame or whatever. But it was really good. And I don't think that the stakes were not high enough. Like, there was a way, where they really, for me, you can call me an extremist. I'm not. I'm being totally hyperbolic. You can call me snowflake, whatever. But in all sincerity, I think the movie did a really good job of connecting a lot of like the theme of something like Scarlett Johansson is fighting for, and her sister and her family inevitably is to end this string of Black Widows, where the big bad in the movie talks about how the women are a limitless resource in this world, where he can always find them, he can always train them. In that training is a lot of horrific things where they have a forced hysterectomy. They're taken from their families, and I get it. It's a superhero movie superhero movie, but it really resonated with me to a lot of the real world things as in regards to not just women, but like trafficking and how would I say, just like oppression through government. And I mean, that's pretty significant. And so I disagreed. I really loved it. There was a lot of action. I did see a tweet, I think something on social media from one of my faves, Koi, talking about, there was a meme with like a Guardians of the Galaxy pic, like a really trippy psychedelic galactic image on like one side. And on the other side, they had a picture of just like Captain America, like in hiding with the hat, like on a payphone. And it's like Marvel has two movies. They have like the one where you can watch when you're stoned and trip out, and then they have the hat movies. And this is definitely a hat movie, but I loved it, and I have not ranked the Marvel movies, and I'm going to. But I mean, and I kind of have, but not really, like really like the way I need to. But I do have like a ballpark idea of where things would land, and I would put Black Widow in the top half of all of the Marvel movies. It has heart, it has action, it has that connectivity to all of the other Marvel movies. It's funny, I loved it, and I can't wait to go see it in 3D, maybe for real this time, and in IMAX, and then in Dolby and surround sound. And it's just so funny because I remember when I started to watch Loki, I was telling my friend, I'm like, I was like hyping myself up. I told myself, okay, this is the Loki movie. We're getting to watch the Loki movie in essence. And that really kind of just didn't put me in a good headspace to watch the show. Like, I was a little down on it because of that. I mean, it was good. It's a great show, and now I am appreciating it for what it is. Really, the only critique I have is that it just seemed, watching it on Disney Plus and at home, it feels like a disservice to the story, even to Tom Hiddleston, even to the character Loki that everyone has come to love. He's been such a big fan favorite. And more specifically, there's this scene I don't think I'm being too spoilery. There's a scene where a city is crashing amongst him and a companion, a teammate. I won't spoil that. Um, and it just looked bad. Like the special effects look bad to me. And I don't know if I was like watching it at a weird angle or it just, I'm like, this is too small. I want to watch it. And then like I was watching Black Widow and there's the scene where they finally get to the Red Room. Oh, I love that movie. I can't wait to go see it again. It was so cool. And like just that visual is big. It's almost like Wakanda big. Like when you see Black Panther, when you saw Black Panther in the theater and you're immersed in this world. It was just like, yeah, so but I loved it. Y'all should definitely watch I love Loki. And if you have Disney Plus, I highly recommend watching all of the Marvel series. What was it? There's WandaVision. There's Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now there's Loki. And then they just released a trailer for What If. And then later we're getting Hawkeye and Miss Marvel. I haven't seen the trailer for What If yet. I'm really excited about that one. That one's an animated one. But I don't know. I can't place Loki yet because it's not done. WandaVision is definitely number one, and I mean, so I don't know. I'll have to see where Falcon and Loki rank once Loki's done. Okay, so let's talk about Big Brother now. Big Brother's crazy, and I am so excited for the season. I need this. The cast seems fun. It seems like it's going to be a good season. I haven't really watched too much of the feeds. I really couldn't even tell you all of the 16 house guests' names. I've just been super busy. I mean, y'all get it. But the premiere was fun. The premiere was really fun. I did listen to the first podcast that Rob put out with like the first impressions. And I did look through the cast and some people did stand out to me. Some people still stand out to me as I watch the show and as I watch some of the feeds. But it's so early in Big Brother. And when you watch the feeds, it's just like, it takes so much of your time because you're just pretty much watching these people sit around a house and strategize. And it's just too early to say if the people that I like are going to do good. Like they have a lot of potential. But the thing is with these shows like Big Brother and Survivor, so much luck comes into play. Like you can be charismatic, you can be strong, you can have the best social game. You don't know what kind of hand you're going to be dealt. You don't know what kind of twists are going to be thrown your way. It's just so, I mean, down to even on Survivor, when they throw you with your tribe, when they, I mean, most of the time they select your tribe for you. And that is luck of the draw. You know, they cast all of y'all together for a reason. You know, they have people on the cast that are there to make you angry or to poke you, and they have some that are meant to pull on your heartstrings, and maybe they can manipulate you. So I'm excited. I have a lot of faves. There's a guy from Austin on the show, and at first, of course, me being myself, my initial gut reaction is to be bitter or angry, but like, even if I don't like him, I kind of want to root for him still just because he's from Austin and I want to show him love. I think his name is Travis. He doesn't live in Austin now. He's young. He's like 22, 23. But he lives in Honolulu. He's very successful. So, I mean, hey, props to him for that. There's a lot of people of color on the cast. More different kind of gay people on the cast. And different types of bodies. I love that. And, you know, that's what CBS said they were going to do. And this is one of their first instances where they can do this. they had that whole thing with the Survivor cast, the black part of their cast coming to them, and they had a meeting with the executives, and they talked about the disparity and the way that they are represented with the small people that have been on the show and represented by them. And they put out the statement that they are going to be more focused on being more inclusive and being more mindful for minorities of all different walks of life. So this is probably one of the first times we're getting to see it. I mean, obviously Survivor is already filmed and wrapped 41 and 42. And so, you know, but see, the thing is with that cast, that was already locked before COVID and all of that stuff I just said. So I don't know. I don't know if they pulled some of the people from that cast. I'm sure I could find something on the internet. But yeah, like this is the first Big Brother where this is the first time where we're really Big Brother 23. We're getting to see like the diverse cast that they were saying that they were going to give us. And it is, and I love a lot of the people there. Maybe like I haven't even seen them that much, but it's just good to see people of color. And I was watching a conversation between two different peoples of color. I don't even remember if it was a man and a woman or a woman and a woman. I'm pretty sure it was a man and a woman. I don't even remember. And they have different races. They have Indians. They have people from different parts of the world. I'm being too ignorant to be able to just name them off the top of my head right now. And I don't even remember. It was just to see the different skin tones. I don't even remember what ethnicities they were that when I saw them. But it was something I noticed on the live feeds, like to see two people with different like skin tones that were not like just white and strategizing. I don't even know if they're good players. I don't even know if they're good strategically, but just being able to get to see them either sink or swim is, I noticed that, and I'm so excited about that, and it gives me a lot of hope in general, and that's why I am out here still, and I am even being more bold to put my face out there. Like I've always wanted to bring my podcast into a visual place. And if you've listened to my podcast, I've talked about that it's about a year that I've been podcasting now. And just so much has gone on for me personally, professionally, that I have no excuse anymore to not put my focus and my energy into this. And it's showing in a lot of different ways in my life. And this is just the beginning of my podcasting. I'm going to come on here every week. I'm going to go see a movie every week at AMC. I'm going to talk to y'all about it. And I'm going to talk to y'all about other shows I'm watching. And I'm sure that's going to include Big Brother and Survivor. So I'm going to get a little bit more profesh as it goes along, but fine. You found this video somehow. I'm going to try very hard to put up links to my social media accounts for this. But this is Randy Rex. I am here recommending movies. I am here recommending TV shows. And I am here also recommending that you all just take some time for yourself and love yourself and keep on shining your inner strength and beauty, however that is, whatever that is for you to be your most authentic self. I love you. Go to the movies and have a great time. Be kind to each other.